Conway Cadets, and we are underway as the first pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1 to the leadoff hitter. The 0-1 ball up and in, and it's 1-1 to Caden Ellis, the designated hitter today. We'll bring you all the numbers for him in just a second. As the 1-1 pitch, ball up and away, and it's 2-1. Caden Ellis batting .368 thus far this season in 7 games played. The 2-1 strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's 2-2. Ellis 2 home runs, 5 RBI, 6 runs. So he's had a pretty productive season thus far after a week of play. The 3-1 is a strike on the outside part of the plate. It's now a full count. The payoff pitch about to come, and it does, and it's swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's one away. The pitcher for the Cadets today is Gatewood. That'll bring up Hunter Robinson, the extra hitter today. Robinson on the season thus far batting .381, so he's had a nice season so far at the plate. That ball is swung on and popped foul, and it's 0-1. Robinson has no home runs, 6 RBI, 2 runs scored thus far this season. The 0-1 is a ball low, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is a ball in the dirt, and it's a 2-1 count now. The 2-1 swung on and missed for strike 2, and it's 2-2 now. That pitch is a ball, and it's a 3-1 count now. The 3-1 offering. Ball low and away in the dirt, and it's a walk. So Hunter Robinson will get the first base runner on, and that'll bring up Nathan Hibbs. The first pitch to Hibbs is a ball high, and it's 1-0. A pickoff throw over to first base, but the runner is able to get back safely. That ball's fouled back. Now it's a 2-2 count. The pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's now a full count. Or, excuse me, a 2-2 count now. A bright and sunny day here in North Myrtle Beach. been up and down throughout this first week of the season. As that ball's a curveball, swung on and missed. 4 strike 3, and there are 2 away. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Jarrett Orban. Orban on the season batting .333 in 3 games. That ball is hit out into right field. Diving and not quite able to come up with it is the right fielder. And he'll roll away from him. So in the process, that'll allow both runners to advance. So now 2 runners in scoring position with 2 away. And that'll bring up Carson West. So 2 runners in scoring position. Runners on second and third. Carson West now steps in. He's batting .400 this season, so he's doing very well thus far. As the first pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. West has 1 home run, 6 RBIs, 5 runs. The 0-1 is grounded over to the first baseman, and he will step on first for the final out of the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. And after a half an inning, it is 0-0 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we have the top of the order due up. Bottom of the first, as that ball is popped high over to the shortstop, and he will make the grab for the first out of the inning. Chris Haggard with that leadoff hitter. Now they'll bring up Brian Stark. The first pitch to Stark is not coming. He will face Zach Saffel. That pitch is a ball low to Stark. And it's 1-0. The 1-0 swung on and hit it out into right field. Left field. That'll drop in there for a base hit. So a runner on first base now with 1 away. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Blake Emke. The first pitch to Emke is swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 0-1. Emke batting .500 thus far this season in 2 games played, as that ball is fouled off, and it's 1-1. Emke, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, and 3 runs scored thus far this season. Runner on first base, no one out. Still nothing ball game here in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch is swung on and popped out into left center field, ranging over and making the catch as a center fielder. And there are two away. That'll bring up Colton Hinkle. He is the extra hitter today. And that pitch is a ball low. And it's 1-0. The 1-0. Breaking ball misses inside, and it's 2-0. That pitch is a ball low and away. And it's now a 3-0 count. The 3-0 pitch is a ball outside. And Hinkle works a 4-pitch walk to put a runner on first and second with 2 away. That'll bring up Nicholas Macadon. The first pitch is a ball high, and it's 1-0. Macadon is the DH today. The 1-0. Check swing, and it's right down the plate anyway, so it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Will be popped out into right field. Ranging out and making the play is the right fielder for the final out of the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. And after 1 full, it's still 0-0 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we have the middle of the order due up. The 6, 7, 8 hitters as the first pitch is a strike to Trayvon Fletcher and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch swung on and popped high over to the second baseman. Haggard will make the catch, and there's 1 away. The first pitch Breaking ball low and away, and it goes in the dirt and to the backstop, but with no one on base, no harm, no foul, to Sammy Grimm. The 1-0 is a ball up and in to Grimm, and it's 2-0. Sammy Grimm has not had a hit thus far as that pitch is up and away. And it's a 2-1 count. The 2-1 is the ball up and away. It's 3-1 count now to Grimm. That pitch is popped high and foul. And it'll remain 2-1. Or excuse me, 2-2 now. Sammy Grimm is actually 0-91 thus far. That ball is fouled off as well. Excuse me, the 2-2 is fouled off again. And it'll remain 2-2. That pitch is a ball low, and he'll work a walk. It was actually a 3-2 count. So there's a runner on first base with one away. That'll bring up Matt Garcia. He is batting 182 thus far this summer. The first pitch to Garcia is a ball low and away, and it's 1-0. He does have 2 runs and 1 RBI. The 1-0. Breaking ball misses outside, and it's a 2-0 count. The 2-0. Swung on and chopped into the hole. Into left. And they will actually get. The shortstop was able to range over and grab it, get it over to second for the first out. But the runner does make it to first on the fielder's choice. So mark that as a 6-4 FC. And that'll bring up Peyton Rogers. The first pitch is a breaking ball that drops in on the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. Rogers thus far this season batting 167. That pitch is a ball up and in, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 offering swung on and missed for strike 1. 1-2 count now. The pitch. Breaking ball drops in there for strike 3. And that ends the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 1.5, it's still 0-0 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we have the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Cadets as the first pitch. Breaking ball just misses low and away, and it's 1-0 to Alex Reinheimer. The 1-0 is a ball low and away, and it's a 2-0 count now to Reinheimer, who is .222 on the season, his batting average. The 1-1 is fouled off, and it's 1-2. Excuse me, 2-1. 2-1 count. Reinheimer does have a run scored, but no RBIs yet. That pitch is a ball low and away. It's a 3-1 count now. The 3-1 swung on and grounded up the middle in there for a base hit. So that'll put a runner on the leadoff hitter on first base. And that'll bring up Fox Wagner. Wagner has not had a hit yet thus far this season in 2 at-bats. The first pitch to Wagner is swung on, and that ball is hit over to the shortstop, thrown on to second for 1, on to first in time for the double play. So there's a 6-4-3 double play, and quickly the leadoff hit is erased, and there are 2 away. That'll bring up Connor McGee. The first pitch to him is a ball low in the dirt, and it's 1-0. McGee batting .167 thus far, as that's a breaking ball that's low in the dirt, and it's a 2-0 count now. Batting .167 thus far on the season, 3 runs. He has scored 3 runs thus far. The 2-0 is a ball outside, and it's a 3-0 count now. This is a battle between the number 2 team in the league and the number 6 team. As that pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's a 3-1 count. Mallards at 6-2-1. And the Cadets, as that ball is grounded over to short, thrown on to first, high. The tag is put on, and he gets in there safely underneath the tag. Sliding into first base is McGee, and there's a runner on first base with 2 away. Chalk that one up as an E6. That'll bring up Cadett Hill, excuse me. Hill only batting 100 thus far. The first pitch is a breaking ball that just catches the low outside corner. And it's 0-1. Runner on first base, 2 away. Still a 0-0 ball game. The 0-1 is a strike at the knees, and it's quickly 0-2. Like I mentioned, the number 2 team and the number 6 team facing off. 6-2-1 Mallards against the 2-2-3 Cadets, as that ball is low and away, and a stolen base for Connor McGee. So now there's a runner in scoring position with 2 away. And know that score, or that record that I just mentioned for the Cadets, is not a typo. The Beach Collegiate Baseball League does allow ties. If you are tied after 7, it is a tie, as that ball gets away, and he will advance to third on the pass ball. McGee now at third. So now a runner 90 feet away, as it's now a 3-1 count. as the seagulls are squawking away here at the beach. Sunny day, beautiful day out here today. After a couple of days of some iffy weather, the first couple of days especially, as that ball is chopped down the line but foul. And we'll do it all over again at 3-2. After the first couple of days of the season, the first game being rained out, the first day being rained out, and then the next couple of days it being cloudy, that ball is grounded over to first base through the hole into right field for a base hit, and that'll score the runner from third. So an RBI single for Cadets Hill, and it's a 1-0 Cadets lead. That'll bring up Sheldon Johnson as that pitches the ball low and away, and it's a 1-0 count. Johnson, the left fielder today. That pitch is a ball high. Actually, I think it was just a throwback. That pitch is a ball low. It's now a 2-0 count. The 2-0 swung on and chopped at the plate. It's a 2-1 count now. 2-1, 2 away, runner on first base. 1-0 ball game. The 2-2. Ball low and away, and it's a full count. The payoff pitch swung on and missed. Actually, that was a 3-1 count, so now it's a full count. So now the payoff pitch will come. That is a called strike 3 on the low outside corner. And Johnson goes down looking to end the inning. But 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. And after 2 full, it's 1-0 Cadets here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we have the bottom of the order followed by the top here in the top half of the 3rd inning. The first pitch is a check swing, did not go around, and it's ball 1. Ryan Child up to the plate now. He is the right fielder today as a foul ball, and it's a 1-1 count now. Child has not had a hit thus far this season in 8 play appearances, 5 at-bats. That pitch is a ball up and in, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 swung on and popped high and caught by the shortstop, and there's one away. So now we're back to the top of the order, and that'll bring up Caden Ellis, who is 0 for 1 today. He struck out swinging to start the game off. The first pitch to Nellis, a breaking ball that just misses the outside part of the plate, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 offering. Fastball high and away, and it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch is chopped foul, and it's now 1-2. The 2-1 offering. Ball away. It's now a 3-1 count. The 3-1. Ball in the dirt, and it's a 5-pitch walk for Nellis, and that'll bring up Hunter Robinson with a runner on first base and 1 away. Robinson walked in his first plate appearance in the first inning, got all the way to third, but was not able to score. That pitch misses low and away, and it's 1-0. As that pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's a 1-1 count now. The 1-1 popped high into straightaway center field, and there's the second out of the inning. As Robinson flies out to the center fielder, that'll bring up Nathan Hibbs, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat back in the first inning. The first pitch to Hibbs is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's 0-1. For those of you who might be curious, because I've never heard of it prior to calling games for the Beach Collegiate Baseball League, because that ball is fouled off, and it's 1-1. It's 0-2, excuse me. A mallard is a type of duck. It's found in subtropical America. As that pitch misses up way high, gets past the catcher, that'll allow the runner Nellis to advance to second on the wild pitch. So now runner in scoring position with 1 away. Or excuse me, with 2 away. The pitch is swung on and chopped over to the second baseman. Ranging over, and he's not able to handle it and get the speedy runner, Hibbs. And now there's runners at the corner with 2 away. And that'll bring up Orban. Gotta count that as a single, though, because Haggard did a nice job of coming in and trying to make the play, just could not get the transition from glove to hand quickly enough, and Hibbs was flying down the line on that one and was able to beat it out as that pitches the ball up high, and it's 1-0 to Orban, who had 1 for 1 today with a single. He would certainly like to get a base hit right now and tie the game back up. The 1-0. Check swing did not go, and in the process, Hibbs takes second. Smart decision by McGee holding that ball, however, and just allowing Hibbs to take second because they were trying to go for the delayed double steal on that one. You could see Nellis creeping down the line as that pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-2 now. So 2 runners in scoring position now at second and third with 2 away. The pitch swung on and grounded or popped over down the right field line, ranging over and not quite able to make the catch is the first baseman. Both Wagner and Haggard were going after that one just beyond the first base bag over by the fence and just could not quite make the catch. So we'll do it all over again as you hear the duck call in the Mallards dugout trying to keep this rally going as that pitch is strike 3 called at the letters, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. And after 2.5, it's 1-0 Cadets here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Top of the order due up for the Cadets. It'll be Haggard, Stark, and Empke to lead it off. Chris Haggard to step in. He popped out to the shortstop to lead off the game for the Cadets. The first pitch to Haggard is a strike on the inside part of the plate, and it's quickly 0-1. Bring you the defensive alignments for the Mallards in just a second as the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball hits the knees, and it's 0-2. Great curveball by Saffel right there. It'll be West, Fletcher, and Child in the outfield as the 0-2 is swung on and hit over into straightaway center field. Ranging back and making the catch is Fletcher for the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Brian Stark, who got a single in the first inning, but was stranded right there. Or, excuse me, he was stranded at second. First pitch is a curveball that drops in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Some nice pitching by Saffel in this third inning. 2 straight beautiful curveballs, as that pitch is another curveball that gets Stark to swing over the top of it, and it's 0-2. Saffel working that curveball very well thus far in the third inning. We'll see if he uses it again. Here's the pitch. He does, and he gets the strikeout on the swing. Stark just was made to look foolish in that at-bat, and there are 2 away. That'll bring up Blake Emke, who is 0 for 1 today with a fly out to center field. The first pitch is swung on and chopped in there for a base hit into straightaway center field. And that'll get a runner on base with 2 away. And that'll bring up Colton Hinkle, who does not have an official play appearance or an official at bat today. Walked in his first play appearance. Runner on first, 2 away. Here in the bottom of the third inning, 1-0 Cadets ball game as that a pickoff throw over to first base. But Stark is able to get back. The first pitch. Ball high. And it's 1-0. The 1-0 offering. Strike on the high outside corner. And it's a 1-1 count. Working quickly as the 1-1 is a ball in the dirt. And it's a 2-1 count. It's kind of ironic. A lot of times especially for broadcasters, baseball is the sport that you need the most amount of information to fill up the time in between pitches, as that ball is chopped down the third base line, but it goes foul. It's a 2-2 count now. But here in the Beach Collegiate Baseball League, I'm not sure if it's been an edict by the commissioner, Sean Lomas, or if it's just something that they've been trying to do to get through all the games, but there hasn't really been much stepping off the mound as that curveball is hit out into right center field, ranging back. And making the catch is the center fielder, Fletcher. And that'll end the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 3 full, it's 1-0 Cadets here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we have the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up as the first pitch is bunted. Great bunt down the third base line. The pitcher tries to field it, but he's not able to come up with it. So a bunt single off the first pitch by Carson West starts off the inning strong for the Mallards. We have a new pitcher to come in for the Cadets. We'll get you his info in just a second. That pitch is swung on and hit out into straightaway left field. And that'll be a single. So 2 straight pitches and 2 straight singles for the reliever. And now there's a runner in scoring position with still no one away. And that pitch is a ball. And it's 1-0. The manager for the Cadets said Fields. He doesn't seem to be listed on the roster. As the catcher goes out to talk with the new pitcher. The pitch. Another bunt attempt and tried to put a drag bunt down but missed. And it's 0-1 to Sammy Grimm, who does not have an official at-bat thus far, but did walk in his first play appearance. The pitch. Another bunt attempt. That one he bunts back to the backstop. Now it's an 0-2 count, so you would have to assume the bunt will not be on here. So runners on first and second, nobody out. And the Mallards trying to tie this game back up. 1-0 Cadets. The pitch. Breaking ball. Chopped over to the shortstop. Thrown on the second in time. On the first. And safe at home as the runner decided to go. The Cadets are able to get the double play. But in the process, West scores from home. Almost got a triple play because the throw by Wagner home was a great one and almost beat out West's attempt at taking home. But West is able to score. So now it's a 1-1 ball game as that pitches the ball low and it's 1-0. The pitch, check swing, and he most certainly went around on that one. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 ball up and in. And it's a 2-1 count now. So the final line on Josh Gatewood, he went 3 full. As the 2-1 offering is a strike on the outside part of the plate. It's a 2-2 count. Went 3 full. Gave up 2 hits, no runs, no earned runs. Had 4 strikeouts as that ball is chopped at the plate. Foul. And we'll do it all over again. 2-2 count now. And had 3 walks. So there's your final line for Josh Gatewood. That pitch is a curveball that drops just low. And it's a full count. The payoff pitch. Ball low and away. And Garcia will work a walk to put a runner back on the base pads for the Mallards. That'll bring up Pam Rogers, who's 0 for 1 today. He struck out looking to end the second inning. Runner on first base, 2 away, as a pickoff throw over to first to keep Garcia close. As that pitch is a ball low. Stolen base attempt, and he will get in there safely. So a stolen base for Matt Garcia. Now there's a runner in the scoring position with 2 away. Once again for the Mallards as they try to take the lead. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 offering. Stolen base attempt, and it's a ball low and away in the dirt. And that will not give McGee any opportunity to throw the runner out at third. So runner takes third. And now there's a runner 90 feet away from taking the lead for the Mallards. The pitch. Breaking ball misses high, and 3-1. Three-one pitch. Misses inside. And Rogers works a walk. So runners at the corner now with two away. That brings up Ryan Child, who led off the third inning with a pop out to the shortstop. Big opportunity for the Mallards here to take the lead. The pitch. Ball strike at the knees. And Rogers takes second on defensive indifference as he was going, and a nice job again by McGee deciding to hold that ball to make sure that the runner at third does not try to steal home. As that ball is popped high into shallow right field, into the triangle, and it will drop in front of the right fielder for a base hit. And that'll score the run from third, so now it's a 2-1 Mallards lead. And that's one of those just bloop singles that neither the second baseman Haggard or the right fielder Emke really had a ball on. They were just both basically looking at each other saying, okay, who's going to take this? And neither one of them really charged heavily at it. And it just dropped in between them as that pitches the ball low in the dirt. And it's 1-0 to leadoff hitter Caden Ellis. So now runners at the corner with two away. And it's a 2-1 Mallards lead as that ball is popped high into straightaway right field. That'll carry a little bit, but it will not get caught by the right fielder. It'll get over his head, thrown out, and thrown down to the catcher. And he will make the tag on Child as he tried to go all the way home from first base. So he will get gunned down, but not before another run scores. So three runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. Excuse me, 1 left on base. And after 3.5, it's 3-1 Mallards here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back, as I believe we have a new pitcher on the mound as that pitches the ball outside. And it's 1-0. But either way, we go to the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Cadets as the 1-0 is a ball low. And it's 2-0. We'll get you the name of the new pitcher when we get the chance. The 2-0 is a strike on the inside part of the plate. And it's 2-1. like I mentioned earlier, working very quickly, so it's hard to get any sort of information out as that ball is hit over to the shortstop, thrown on to first, but an errant throw goes past the first baseman. So Macedon will reach on an E6. That'll put a runner on first base with nobody out for Alex Reinheimer. He is 1 for 1 today with a single. The first pitch to Reinheimer is way up and in, and it plunked him. And that'll get a runner at second. Excuse me, actually, I take that back. I saw a 1 and didn't realize there was 7 behind it. So Zach Saffel is still on the mound. So runners at first and second with nobody out. The first pitch is popped high into the right side of the infield. The first baseman will range in, Rogers, and he will make the catch for the first out of the inning. That was Fox Wagner who hit that pop up high. And that'll now bring up the number 8 hitter, Connor McGee. He is 0 for 1 today, reached on an error by the shortstop in the second inning, and then eventually came around to score on a stolen base, and then a pass ball, and then after a hit, as that ball is low in the dirt, it gets away from the catcher for a second, will allow the runner from second to advance to third. So runners on the corner now with 1 away. The 1-0 pitch. Ball low and away, and it's a 2-0 count. The 2-0 is a ball low and away. 3-0 count now. And Saffel's starting to lose the zone a little bit. The 3-0 is a strike at the knees, and it's a 3-1 count. The 3-1 swung on and chopped over into right field, in there for a base hit. 1 run will score, and the runner from first base will advance over to third. So runners at the corner still now with 1 away, and that cuts the deficit down to 1. It's now a 3-2 ball game. So an RBI single for McGee. That'll bring up Kozik Kill. And he is 1 for 1 with an RBI single of his own as the manager goes out to talk with Saffel. Like I mentioned, will be interesting to see how long of a leash he gets as the umpire goes out to break up the little meeting. And we'll see if the manager for the Mallards decides to take him out or not. They will not. He'll stay in. So he'll try to work out of this jam himself. Runners at the corner with 1 away, and Cousin Hill steps into the box. The first pitch to Hill is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Ball low. Stolen base attempt. Throw down is not good, and it goes a little awry. The shortstop had to range over to his right to make the catch, and was kind of off balance, and that gave the opportunity for Reinheimer to advance home. I mentioned earlier I gave a lot of praise to McGee for holding the ball on those stolen base attempts with runners on the corners. But this time, Garcia decides to try to throw down to get the final out. Or excuse me, only the second out. And in the process, allows a run to score and tie the ball game up. That ball is fouled off. As that pitches the ball low and away, and it's now a 2-2 count. So now a 3-3 ball game. As that pitch is a ball low and away. 2-2 count. As some action in the bullpen for the Mallards. As Hill decides to step out and reset. Runner on second base, one away. As the Cadets are rallying here in the fourth. As that ball is grounded over to the second baseman, he'll throw on to first for the second out of the inning. But meanwhile, McGee will advance over to third. So a runner on third base now with two away. And that'll bring up the number 10 here, Sheldon Johnson. He is 0 for 1 today. Struck out looking to end the second inning. The first pitch to Johnson is a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Swung on and chopped over into the hole. Ranged over, thrown on to first in time by Grimm. Over to the first baseman for the final out of the inning, but not before the Cadets put a 2 spot on the board and tie the ball game back up at 3-3. So 3-all as we head into the top of the 5th inning here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we head to the top of the 5th inning. It'll be 2-3-4 due up for the Mallards. Hunter Robinson steps into the box. He is 0 for 1 today. Worked a walk in his first play appearance. As that ball is popped high, going deep into left center field. Did not sound like it came off that hard off the bat, but that ball carried out into deep left center. But ranging over and making the catch is the left fielder Johnson. And there is one away. That'll bring up Nathan Hibbs. He's 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout. The first pitch to Hibbs is that ball is grounded into the hole. And the shortstop is able to range over and throw it, but not in time, as he had to range into the hole and put on a strong throw, but was throwing a little too high, pulling Wagner off the bag. So there's a runner on first base with 1 away. That'll bring up Jarrett Orban, who's 1 for 2 today. Quick start to this 5th inning for the Mallards. 2 pitches and 2 balls in play, as that pitch is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Ball blown away in the dirt. It gets past the catcher, and he's able to get it. Looked like he had some trouble finding the ball, but Hibbs just decided not to risk it and stay at first. So a lucky break for the Cadets. 1-1 count. Ball outside. 2-1 count now. The 2-1 is a strike at the knees, and it's now a 2-2 count. The 2-2 is swung on and grounded over into the hole. The third baseman tried to grab it, and the shortstop tried to grab it, and that ball gets away from everyone. Runner will come home, and he will get thrown out at the plate, but the runner will get to second. So a wild play there. So now runner at second with 2 away, and that'll bring up Carson West. First pitch to West is a ball outside, and it's 1-0. West is 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored. The 1-0 is the ball low, 2-0 now. The 2-1 is a strike at the letter, swung on and missed on the high heat. And it's a 2-1 count. 2-0 pitch, that was. So a 2-1 count now. The 2-1 offering. That ball's fouled back to the backstop. And it's a 2-2 count now. Tie ball game here, 3-all. As the Mallards had a big 3-run inning in the last one, trying to get some more runs. As they get the runner caught in a rundown, thrown down to third in time for the final out of the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left on base. After 4.5, it's still 3-3 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we have the top of the order due up for the Cadets, as it will be Haggard, Stark, and Emke due up, as we have some out-of-town scoreboards real quick. The Litchfield Dolphins are leading the Carolina Forest Crawdads 1-0 in the top of the second. Surfside Stingrays lead the Waccamaw Waves 1-0 in the bottom of the fifth, as that pitches the ball low, and it's 1-0 to Haggard, who's 0 for 2 today. And rounding it off out of the ones that are being scored, as that ball is grounded down the left field line, in there for a base hit. Haggard will take a long turn but decide to stay at first with the leadoff single. So there's a runner on first base with no one out, and that'll bring up Brian Stark, who's 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout. Rounding off the out-of-town scoreboard that we have available to us, the Palmetto Generals lead the Merle's Inlet Longboards 4-0 in the bottom of the 5th inning. The first pitch squared to bunt, but then brought the bat back, and it's a ball low, and it's a 1-0 count. Stark trying to play some small ball, and the Cadets have already done that today, as that's a strike at the knees, and it's a 1-1 count now. Cadets already started off, already played some small ball to start off an inning back in the second when Reinheimer dropped down a bunt single. That ball is the ball low and away. 2-1 now. The 2-1 offering. Breaking ball did not break. Tried to throw a slider that was supposed to break over the plate, but instead it plunks Stark in the back. And now there's runners on first and second with no one out. That'll bring up Blake Emke, who's 1 for 2 today, as they will take the ball from Zach Saffel. So that'll end his day, and we'll get a new pitcher. So we'll take a quick break and come right back. Hopefully get you the stats on the new pitcher coming in for the Mallards here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back, as we have the new pitcher Jake Mousy in the game. The pitch is a ball low and away to Blake Emke, and it's 1-0. The 1-1 swung on and fouled back. And 1-2 now. So some numbers on Jake Mousy thus far, has thrown in 2 games, 1 start. As the 2-2 about to come, runner on second base looks back. Breaking ball misses outside. It's a full count now, or 3-1 count, excuse me. Has 2 wins, no losses, no saves. Has only given up 2 runs. Has a 1.55 ERA and a 1.33 WHIP. So he's had a very good season thus far. 3 strikeouts, 2 walks as that pitch is a strike. Now a 2-2 count. The 2-2 offering. Swung on and popped high into shallow right field. Ranging out and making the catch of the right fielder. Tagging and getting into third base safely is Haggard. So now the runners, and the runner at first actually will tag up as well, Stark. So now 2 runners in scoring position with 1 away. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Colton Hinkle. Hinkle 0 for 1 today thus far. So your final line on Zach Saffel is not completely finished. So we'll get you that number after this inning, as that first pitch is a ball low to Hinkle, and it's 1-0. Thus far, he's worked 4+, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs thus far, 1 earned thus far, 1 walk, as that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 1-1. And he struck out 2. We'll see if that ERA rises, as both of the runners on base right now are his responsibility. As that ball is popped high into straightaway left center field. That one's carrying, and that'll get off the wall. 1 run will score. A 2nd run will score. That's a 2-run double for Colton Hinkle, and it is now a 5-3 ball game. So that will officially end the line for Saffel, as both of those runs will score. And that'll extend that run total out to 5 runs scored, 3 earned runs. As the first pitch, that ball's fouled back, and it's 0-1 to Nicholas Macadon. He is 0 for 2 today, reached on an error back in the 4th inning, and eventually came around to score. So runner on second base, 1 away, it's 1 away. The 0-1 pitch is a strike at the knees. It's 0-2 now. The 0-2 breaking ball. That ball's fouled off. And we'll do it again at 0-2. Oh and 2, 1 away, runner at second base, and now a 5-3 ball game. And the pitch. Ball low and away. Now it's a 2-2 count. And now a bit of a more methodical pace is in play right now. Gives me a little more time to speak, as that ball is fouled off. And it'll remain a 2-2 count. We'll do it all over again at 2-2. Pitcher Mousy looks back at second. Takes a long look at second. Now gets set and deals. That ball is popped out high into straightaway center field and makes the catch. And that will be the second out of the inning. Actually, excuse me, that will drop in for a base hit. Kind of hard to see from my vantage point at times with the sun out in right field. So now runners at the corner with one away. And that'll bring up Alex Reinheimer, who is 1 for 1 today, with a single and a run scored. Also has a hit by a pitch, as that pitches the ball low and away. And it's 1-0. The 1-0 swung on and missed on the changeup, and it's 1-1. Runners on the corner, 1 out. Opportunity for the Cadets to extend their lead. Up by 2 right now as they get the runner caught in a rundown. Oh, they're actually going to call it a balk. So the run scores off of the balk, and the runner gets over to second base. So that'll extend the lead out to 3. And so now is a 3-run lead for the Cadets. Big inning for them. The pitch swung on and hit out over to right center field. Ranging over and making the catch is the right fielder, thrown on to third on the tag, but not in time. So Macedon gets over to third. So runner at third base with 2 away now. And that'll bring out Fox Wagner, who is 0 for 2 today. The first pitch to Wagner. Strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. Big inning right here for the Cadets. They try to extend their lead even further. The pitch swung on and missed. A good breaking ball that went over the top for Wagner, and it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2. Ball just off the plate outside, and it's a 1-2 count now. The 1-2 offering. Ball outside, 2-2 now. The 2-2 is swung on and chopped over to the shortstop. Fielded, thrown on to first in time for the final out of the inning. But not before the Cadets put a 3 spot on the board and retake the lead. It's a 6-3 ball game here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we head to the top of the 6th inning as the 5, 6, and 7 hitters will be due up for the Mallards. Carson West steps in. He was at the plate at the end of the 5th inning when Jared Orban was picked off, and that ball's popped high over next to the dugout. Reinheimer has just enough space before the dugout to make the catch for the first out of the inning. So mark that as a P5, and that'll bring up Trayvon Fletcher. He is 1 for 2 today. The first pitch to Fletcher. Breaking ball misses low and away, and it's a 1-0 count. Back and forth game in this one as that pitches the ball low and away on the corner, and it's 1-1. Back and forth game here between the Mallards and the Cadets as a 1-1 pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's 1-2. Cadets took an early 1-0 lead back in the 2nd inning. Then the Mallards retook the lead as that pitches the ball low and away. 2-2 count now. Mallards took the lead with a 3-run 4th. The Cadets tied it right back up in the bottom half and then took the lead right back in the last half inning with a 3-spot put on the board as that pitch is fouled back and it'll remain a 1-2 count. The 1-2 swung on and missed for strike 3. And there are 2 away. That'll bring up Sammy Grimm. He is 0 for 1 today. Reached on a walk. And then was thrown out at second. And then grounded into an RBI double play. Very surprised. You don't see that very often. But that's what he did. As that pitch is a strike at the knees. And it's 0-1 to Grimm. Grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. But in the process, Carson West was able to come home from third. As that pitches the ball low in the dirt, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 offering. Swung on and fouled back. And it's 1-2. The 1-2 offering. Ball in the dirt. 2-2 now. The 2-2. That ball is chopped over to the shortstop. Ranging over to his right. Thrown on to first in time by Stark for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. After 5.5, it is still 6-3 Cadets here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Mallards as Sammy Grimm will come in from third base to pitch. And going in at third base will be Max Malilla. The first pitch is a ball up and away to the number 8 hitter. 8, 9, 10, the bottom of the order due up for the Cadets as the 1-0 pitch is a ball low. And it's 2-0. We'll get you some notes on Sammy Grimm in just a second. As the 1-1 is a ball up and away. 3-0, excuse me. Or 2-1. This is Sammy Grimm's first pitching appearance thus far this season. As that pitch is a ball high. And it's a walk. So in his first time facing a batter this season, he walks Connor McGee. That'll bring up Cashid Hill. He is 1 for 2 today. The first pitch is a ball inside. And it's 1-0. The 1-0 is a ball low and inside, 2-0. And we'll see how much leeway they give Grimm out there on the mound. Already walked one batter. And looks like he's about to do the same right here to Hill. As that ball is chopped over to the second baseman. Thrown on the second in time. On the first. Double play! 6-4-3 double play. And after looking like he was about to walk both batters, a nice job by Grimm to get the ground ball and force the double play. So 4-6-3 double play. That'll bring up Sheldon Johnson, who is 0 for 2 today. Struck out looking to end the second, and then grounded out to the third baseman to end the fourth. So we'll see if he ends all 3 even-numbered innings as that ball's fouled off. And it's 0-1. Final numbers for Jake Mousy. He went 1 inning. No runs on his ledger, but had 1 run on his ledger. As that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. And it's 0-2. Gave up 2 hits, 1 run, and that 1 run was as a result of a balk. And no strikeouts, no walks. So that's his number, as that ball is popped, up to the second baseman, Orban. He will range back and make the catch for the final out of the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. After 6 full, it is still 6-3 Cadets here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Bottom of the order due up for the Mallards in the top of the seventh inning, excuse me, as it's their last opportunity to keep this game going and at least try to get a tie. It will be Garcia, Rogers, and Child due up as the first pitch is a ball low to Garcia. And it's 1-0. He reached on both of his plate appearances. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning and then reached on a walk and eventually came around to score in his second back in the fourth. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike one, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 swung on and lofted out into right center field. That'll drop in there for a base hit. And that's exactly what you want to see as a Mallards fan to start off the top half of the seventh inning. A leadoff single for Garcia. That'll bring up Peyton Rogers. He's 1 for 2 today with a single, a strikeout, and a run scored. Mallards trying to keep this game alive. Down by 3, 6-3 ball game. The pitch. Ball high, and it's 1-0. As a pickoff throw over to first base, keeping Garcia close. And he's able to get in there safely. The 1-0 is fouled off, and it's a 1-1 count now. The 1-1. Check swing. They will ask to see if he went around. He did. Or actually, I think it was a called strike. So it's a 1-2 count. As we have a pinch hitter, actually, as that pitch is a ball low. 2-2 now. As Trey Vance is in to bat for Garcia. Or excuse me, for Rogers. So Trey Vance out there now as that ball is swung on and missed for strike 3. And Vance goes down swinging to give the Mallards their first out of the seventh inning. That'll bring up the number 10 hitter. And we will get another pinch hitter. As that is Jack Bradley coming in. As that pitch is a ball just high. And it's 1-0. Pickoff throw over to first. Keeping Garcia close. Jack Bradley on the season only batting .167. That pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's an 0-1 count now. Does have 4 runs and 1 RBI thus far on the season. The 1-1 ball outside, 2-1. The 2-1 chopped foul back to the backstop. And it's a 2-2 count now. Two and 1 count, 1 away. Runner on first base. A hit and run opportunity potentially. This is the perfect opportunity as he swung on and missed for strike 2. And it's a 2-2 count now. Actually, that was strike 3. So that'll give 2 strikeouts in a row to Fields. And that'll bring up the top of the order in Caden Ellis, the last hope for the Mallards in this one, in the first of the doubleheader. The first pitch is fouled back, and it's 0-1. Runner on first base, 2 away. Last opportunity for the Mallards. The 0-1. Ball just outside, and it's a 1-1 count. The 2-1 is a strike at the knees, and it's a 1-2 count. One and two, 2 away. Down to their final strike. The pitch, ball low and inside, 2-2. Still down to their final strike are the Mallards in this first game of the doubleheader. That pitch is a ball high. Full count now. Big pitch here in this one. The payoff. Swung on and chopped over into the hole. Ranging over to the second baseman. Thrown on the first. In time to the pitcher. And that'll end the ball game. Great play right there by Fields, ranging over to the bag after Wagner tried to go after the ball and was way off the bag as a result. Haggard ranging to his right, making the play, throwing on to the pitcher for the final out of the inning. So that'll do it for us here for the first game. Final score, 6-3. Cadets win it in this first of two games here from North Myrtle Beach. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be back in just a little bit with game 2 of this doubleheader here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back, guys. We are just about set to get Game 2 of this doubleheader started, as Caden Ellis will step in to lead off for the Mallards. He is leading off both games today. In the last one, he will move from the designated hitter spot to the second baseman position. The first pitch to Ellis is a ball low, and we are underway in Game 2. He went 1 for 3 in the first game of the doubleheader. Got an RBI single back in the fourth inning in Game 1, as the 1-0 pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's a 1-1 count now. The 1-1 offering. Breaking ball drops in there on the low inside corner, and it's 1-2. The pitcher for the Cadets is Connor Lee. That pitch is a ball low, and it's a 2-2 count now. The 2-2 swung on and chopped foul, and we'll do it all over again at 2-2. The 2-2 offering once again. Swung on and chopped over to the first baseman. Almost lost it, and he will flip over to the pitcher Lee in time for the first out of the inning. So a 3-1 starts it off, and that'll bring up Hunter Robinson. Robinson batting second again for the second time today. He went 0 for 2. Worked a walk in the first inning of the first game, but was stranded at third. That pitch is popped high over towards the backstop and will not quite be able to make the catch, will the catcher. Catcher Santangelo trying to go after that one. The 0-1 swung on and hit out into straightaway right field. Ranging over and making the catch for the second out of the inning is the right fielder, and that'll put 2 away for Trey Vance. That was Kosif Hill who made that catch. So this is Lee's first outing of the season. First pitch is a ball outside, and it's 1-0 to Trey Vance. Vance did not play in the last game, as that pitch is a ball low and away. 2-0. So this is his first appearance of the day, first taste of action for today. The 1-0 is a ball outside. It's a 3-0 count. The 3-0 pitch is fouled off. It's a 3-1 count now. Three and 1, 2 away. As Connor Lee tries to get a 1-2-3 first. That pitch is swung on and missed. And it's a full count now. The payoff pitch to Lee. Excuse me, the payoff pitch from Lee is on its way. Swung on and chopped up the middle right back to Lee. He will field it. Throw on to first in time for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. And after a half inning, it's 0-0 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we get ready to start the bottom half of the first inning as the top of the order for the Cadets are due up. It will be Evan Johnson, Jacob Parizo, and Sean Stevens. Evan Johnson to lead it off. He did not play in the first game, so we'll get you some notes on him in just a second as the first pitch to Johnson is a ball low and away. And it's a 1-0 count. The 1-0. Ball in the dirt. Gets past the catcher, but with no one on base. No harm, no foul. And it's 2-0. Johnson batting .091 thus far this season in 13 plate appearances, 11 at-bats. Has 3 runs and 2 RBI. So it hasn't been all that great in terms of getting on base, but has been fairly productive in his 4 games. As that pitches the ball inside, and it's 2-0. Excuse me. The 2-0 pitch misses inside. That was actually a 3-0 pitch. Inside, and he works a walk to start off the second game for the Cadets. And they will face off against Justin Keller. That'll bring up Jacob Parizo, who is also seeing his first game action today thus far, as a stolen base by Johnson on a high pitch, and he will get in there easily. Now there's a runner in scoring position with nobody out, and the Cadets are threatening already in the first inning of this second game of the doubleheader. The 1-0 is fouled back, and it's a 1-1 count now. This is Justin Keller's third appearance, first start this season thus far. Has only had 1 inning pitched. and has a 21 ERA. Would certainly like to get that down in this one. An 8 whip, as that ball is a breaking ball that just misses high, and it's a 2-1 count. Excuse me, 1-2 count. Apparently that first pitch was a called strike. The 1-2. Ball low and away in the dirt, and it's a 2-2 count. The 2-2. Swung on and chopped down the third base line. That'll stay in fair territory. Thrown on to first in time for the first out of the inning. But meanwhile, Johnson will go ahead and move on to third. Great job by Hibbs, ranging in and deciding to make sure to get the out instead of trying to see if that would roll into foul territory, and making a strong throw over to first in time for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Sean Stevens. This is his first time seeing game action thus far today, as that pitches the ball inside, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball misses inside, and it's 2-0. Sean Stevens has not gotten a hit thus far this season in 10 plate appearances. That pitch is a strike on the inside part of the plate, and it's 2-1. 8 at-bats for Stevens thus far. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2, and it's 2-2. Two and two, one away, runner on third base. Cadets threatening already. The pitch is swung on and grounded over to the shortstop. Fielded, thrown on to first, but it's an errant throw by the shortstop. Not sure if they would have gotten Stevens anyway, but he will reach first base and the run will score. With no official scorer today, I guess it leaves it all up to me on deciding on that one. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and give him a base hit. So an RBI single for Stevens. That brings up Fox Wagner. As Stevens decides to go, he will get in there safely on the stolen base. And now there's a runner in scoring position once again with still only one away. And the Cadets are trying to finish off the sweep in strong fashion with a win in this second game. The 1-0 pitch misses high, and it's 2-0. That pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's a 2-1 count now. Fox Wagner went 0 for 3 in the first game, including a double play, so the steal certainly helps on that matter. All 3 of his hits were ground ball outs. So a smart move by the Cadets manager as that pitch misses high. And it's a 3-1 count now. Smart move by the Cadets manager to have Stevens steal second to take away the double play possibility. The 3-1 misses just off the plate. Actually, that was a 2-1 count. So 3-1 now. Excuse me, 3-2 count. So the payoff pitch about to come. And it does. That ball is chopped over back to the pitcher. He will field it. And he will take it himself over to the first base bag for the second out of the inning. But meanwhile, the runner does advance to third. So runner on third with 2 away. That'll bring up Chris Haggard. Haggard led off for the Cadets in the first game, and he went 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. So would like to add an RBI to his day totals right here. With 2 away, that pitch is a ball inside, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball misses high. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is a strike at the knees, and it's now a 1-2 count. 2-1 count, excuse me. The 2-1. Swung on and chopped down the third base line. That'll get in there fair, and that'll drive a run home. That'll be an RBI double for Chris Haggard, and now it's a 2-0 game. Just ripped that ball down the line, and it got past the diving glove of the third baseman. And now that'll bring up Ryan Santangelo. He'll see his first game action today. The first pitch to Ryan Santangelo is ripped a ton out into left field, and that'll get out of here. A 2-run blast for Ryan Santangelo, and it's a 4-0 Cadets lead. A mammoth blast into left field for Ryan Santangelo. And a 4 spot has been put on the board for the Cadets already with 2 away. And a 2-run rally for the Cadets. That'll bring up Alec Reinheimer. Reinheimer went 1 for 2 in the first game with a run scored. The first pitch to Reinheimer is way up and in. He has to duck out of the way, and it's 1-0. The 1-0, another pitch way up and in that Reinheimer has to duck from, and it's 2-0. As now the catcher Robinson will go out to speak with his pitcher Keller and just try to calm him down. Try to tell him, hey, look, you lost a couple of batters. You've given up a couple of runs in this one, but let's get back on the horse and get this game going. As the umpire will go out to the mound and break up the conference. Say, let's get this game a-moving. The pitching coach actually went out there as well, following the catcher. Just trying to calm down Keller and tell him, look, you still have 2 outs. Let's just get out of this inning and let our offense do its work. So now we are just about set. Reinheimer steps back into the box. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Some high heat. And it's 0-1. 2-1, excuse me. The 2-1 offering. Fouled back. And it's a 2-2 count now. No one on, 2 outs, 2-2 count, and a 3-run inning for the Cadets. Capped off with the 2-run home run with the last play appearance. That ball is way up and in, and it plunks Reinheimer, and he will take first base. That'll bring up Cassif Hill. Cassif Hill went 1 for 3 in the first game with an RBI single. The first pitch to Hill is swung on and grounded in there for a single into left field. And now there's runners on first and second with 2 away. And that'll bring up Connor McGee. The first pitch to McGee is a strike at the knees. And it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Way up and in, as McGee has to duck out of the way to avoid being plunked himself. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is a strike right down the pipe, and it's 1-2 now. Keller trying to get out of this jam. The 1-2 breaking ball that did not break, and it misses high. And it's 2-2. Deuces are wild. 2 on, 2 out, and a 2-2 count. The pitch. Swung on and fouled off, and we'll do it all over again at 2-2. Keller gets set and deals. Breaking ball misses inside, and it's a full count. Big payoff pitch right here. Early on in this ball game, the pitch. Strike 3 called on the low outside corner, and Keller is able to get out of the jam, but not before 4 runs are put on the board, and the Cadets get out to an early lead here in the first inning. After 1 full, it is 4-0 Cadets here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we have the middle of the order 4-5-6 due up for the Mallards following the 1-2-3 inning by Connor Lee in the first inning. Max Malula will step in to lead off. The first pitch to Malula is a strike on the outside part of the plate. And it's 0-1. Malula did not play in the first game. The 0-1. Swung on and popped high over to the second baseman. And he will make the catch for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Carson West. West went 1 for 3 in the first game of this doubleheader. Has not been all that productive at the plate thus far this season, but has been very good in the outfield, especially a couple of games ago, as he pops one up foul on a bunt attempt, and it's 0-1. West has had some great plays defensively thus far this season, throwing out a number of runners, trying to go the extra mile. And now I think the entire league knows you do not run on Carson West's arm out of left field. The 0-1 swung on and hit over to the to the first baseman, but right at him for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Trayvon Fletcher, the center fielder. The first pitch to Fletcher is a ball outside, and it's 1-0. Fletcher went 1 for 3 in the first game. The 1-0. Swung on and grounded up the middle in there to center field for a base hit. So the Mallards stay alive here in the second inning with a 2-out single. And that'll bring up Zach Saffel. Saffel was the pitcher in the last game, was the starter for the Mallards, and now he is the extra hitter in this one. Runner on first base, 2 away. The pitch. Strike on the low outside corner, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Ball in the dirt, 1-1. Runner on first base, 2 away. And the first base hit for the Mallards thus far in this one, as some high heat gets Saffel to swing over the top of it, and it's quickly 1-2. Just rearing back and gunning it home was Connor Lee on that one. And Saffel could not catch up with it. The pitch by Lee, ball outside, 2-2. The 2-2. Swung on and popped high out of play. And it'll remain a 2-2 count. We'll do it all over again at 2-2. Not yet, as a quick pickoff throw by the lefty over to first base. But Fletcher is back in plenty of time. Just a quick snap throw, not the Andy Pettit-esque step and throw. As the pitch comes home now, strike 3 called at the letters, and there is the final out of the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 1.5, it is 4-0 Cadets here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we head to the bottom of the second inning. 10-1-2 due up for the Cadets as they try to add on to their 4-run lead. Ryan Stark up to the plate for the Cadets. The first pitch to Stark is a ball low and away, and it's 1-0. Stark went 1 for 2 in the first game of the day. Reached on a hit by a pitch and then scored, and also got a single. That pitch is fouled off. Stark, the designated hitter this time around. The 1-1 swung on and fouled back, 1-2. Justin Keller still out there for the Mallards. The 1-2 is swung on and missed in the dirt. Thrown on to first. High throw, and it'll get past the first baseman. Rounding first and heading for second. He will get in there saying he'll go all the way to third. Heading for third. He'll get in there standing. A huge error by the catcher. And now there's a runner on third base with nobody out. So a strikeout, E2, and that'll give the the Cadets a huge opportunity with no one out and a runner on third base. First pitch is a ball low to Evan Johnson, and it's 1-0. The 1-0, ball low in the dirt, 2-0. Johnson has not had an official at-bat, reached base on a walk in his first plate appearance, stole second, and then eventually came around to score the first run of 4 in the first inning. That pitch is a ball inside, 3-0. Great opportunity for him to drive in a run this time around. The 3-0 is a ball low in the dirt, and Johnson works a 4-pitch walk, his second of the day already. He's had some great plate vision and discipline thus far. That'll bring up Jacob Parisot, who's 0 for 1. He grounded out to the third baseman in his first at-bat. Certainly would not like to do that here, because a ground ball to the left side of the infield more than likely will not allow Stark to advance. And that pitch is a strike, thrown down to second base, and he will just get in ahead of the tag. So a stolen base for Johnson. Now 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. And again, surprising that the catcher Robinson threw that one down as that pitch is a ball low and away. It's a 1-1 count now. Robinson took a big risk by throwing it down to second base, because that could have potentially allowed Parisot to score. Or Stark to score. That pitch is a ball in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. He loses sight of it. And that allows Stark to come in standing and score the 5th run of the game for the Cadets. 5-0 ball game. That also allows Johnson to advance to third. So now runner on third base with nobody out. The pitch is swung on and grounded over to the second baseman. He is not able to handle the tough hop. And that'll allow Parisot to get on first base. And E4 drives in a run. So runner on first base with still nobody out. That ball is low in the dirt at 1-0. to Sean Stevens. He had an RBI single in the first inning to drive in the first run of the game, and then stole second and then eventually came around to score. That pitch is swung on and driven out into left field down the line. That will be caught by the left fielder for the first out of the inning. Or excuse me, that'll drop in, actually. Looked like he was going to be able to get to it. But that ball drops in. So now runners on first and second with nobody out. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Fox Wagner. He is 0 for 1 today, grounded back to the pitcher. First pitch is a curveball low and away to Wagner, and it's 1-0. A rough inning defensively for the Mallards, and they've given up 2 runs already in this second inning. The pitch swung on and fouled back, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 offering. Ball low and away. 2-1. The 2-1. Breaking ball that did not break and missed way up and in as Wagner had to back out of the way. Now 3-1 count. The 3-1 breaking ball does not break either, and he works a 5-pitch walk. That'll load the bases now for Chris Haggard, who had a 1-run double in the first inning, and he'll look to get another hit here and drive in another one. At least one more. That pitch is the ball in the dirt, and it's 1-0. We'll see how much longer the Mallards stick with Keller out there. Or excuse me, actually, that's a new pitcher already for the Mallards. That ball is low in the dirt, and it's 2-0. Not sure who exactly it is. It's number 6. But I do not have him on my roster. As that pitch is swung on, and that's driven out deep out into left field. That'll drop in front of the left fielder. 2 runs will score, and it's a 2-run single for Chris Haggard, and it's now a 7-0 ball game. So runners on first and second again with still nobody out. That'll bring up Ryan Santangelo, who had a 2-run dinger in the first inning, which capitalized the 4-run first. And he would love to put some wood on this one and drive in 3. He does, and that ball's hit out into left field down the line, and that will drop foul. And we'll do it all over again. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Already 4 runs put on the board. It's actually 8-0 now. Forgot to check the 10-hitter. That pitch is a strike at the knees. And it's 0-2. So 4 runs put on the board already in this inning. 8-0 ball game. That pitch is fouled back. And it remains an 0-2 count. We'll do it all over again. 10-run rule is in effect in the Beach Collegiate Baseball League. The 0-2 is a ball low and away. 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning for the Cadets. That'll bring up Alex Reinheimer. He does not have an official at-bat yet. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning in his first play appearance. Was able to get to second, but no further. Runner on first and second, one away. The first pitch to Reinheimer is a breaking ball that drops just low. And it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Strike on the low outside corner, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. Foul back. 1-2 count now. The 1-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, but it's 2-2 now. Deuces are what? Well, excuse me, not quite. Only one away. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and that's actually the final out of the inning. So, but not before the the Cadets put on another 4 spot and extend their lead out to 8-0 as we head to the top half of the third inning here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Welcome back as we have the bottom of the order, 8, 9, 10 due up as the first pitch to Nathan Hibbs is swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed, a good changeup, and it's 0-2 to Hibbs, who he actually went 2 for 3 in the first game with 2 singles. The 0-2. Ball high and away. And it's 1-2 now. The 1-2 offering. Ball outside. 2-2 now. The 2-2 is fouled off. And it's now we'll do it all over again at 2-2. The 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's one away. Connor Lee having a great day on the mound for the Mallards for the Cadets rather, thus far. That'll bring up Jack Bradley, the right fielder. This is his first taste of action in this one, in between the doubleheaders. The first pitch to Bradley is a ball outside, 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on and missed at the pitch at the knees, and it's 1-1. Jack Bradley only batting .167 thus far on the season in 6 at-bats. Does have an RBI and 4 runs, however. So has done a decent job of getting on base and scoring runs. Just of the walk variety, as that pitch is a miss outside, and it's 2-0. Bradley 1 hit by a pitch and 2 walks in 9 plate appearances. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 2-1. Every time Jack Bradley has gotten on base, he's scored a run, as that pitch is a ball just off the plate outside. 3-1 now. Had 1 hit, 2 walks, and 1 hit by a pitch, and has scored 4 runs. So a kind of unique stat there, that every time he's reached base, he's been able to score. As that pitch is swung on and fouled off down the left field line. And we'll do it all over again at 3-2. Three and 2, 1 away, as the Mallards try to get back into this ball game, 8-0. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 3, and there are 2 away. 2 straight strikeouts swinging for Connor Lee. That'll bring up the number 10 hitter, Stone Peterson. This is his first time at the plate in the doubleheader. He is 111 thus far on the season. As that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 0-1. He has gotten on base 4 times and has scored in 3 of them, as that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2, and it's quickly 0-2 to Peterson. So the Mallards, overall, especially the bottom part of their order today, if they get on base, more often than not, they score. But the issue is getting on base. That pitch misses high, 1-2 now. So an interesting little stat nugget for everyone out there. The 1-2. Ball up and away. 2-2 now. 2-2, 2 away. No runners on base. As Connor Lee looks to strike out the side. The 2-2 offering. Swung on and missed for strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts swinging. And after 2.5, it is 8-0 Cadets here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. So a score correction. Apparently it's only 7-0. There was some sort of issue. Not sure exactly where I messed up, as that pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1 to Cadets Hill. He is 1 for 1 today. That pitch is a ball well low and away. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 is a ball outside, 2-1. The 2-1 is a ball outside, 3-1. The 3-1. Ball outside, and Hill works a walk to start off the third inning. Once again, the Cadets trying to 10-run the Mallards. That brings up Connor McGee, as that pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. He struck out looking to end the first inning. The pitch is a ball low and away, and a stolen base for Hill. Catcher just decided to hold it. 1-1 count. The pitch swung on and fouled back, and it's 1-2. New pitcher on the rubber for the Mallards is Trayvon Fletcher. That pitch, a breaking ball, chopped over to the second baseman, thrown on to first just in time for the first out of the inning. But meanwhile, Hill is able to advance to third. So runner on third now with 1 away, and that'll bring up Brian Stark, who struck out but was able to get all the way to third on an error by the catcher, and then a wild pitch allowed him to score. The pitch swung on and driven out into right field. That'll get in there in front of the right fielder. That'll score a run. And now it's an 8-0 ball game. So runner on first base with 1 away, and that'll bring up Brian Stark. Or excuse me, that'll bring up the top of the order, Evan Johnson, as a pickoff throw over to first tries to keep Stark close. Johnson has not had an official at-bat yet. Walked both of his times and then came around to score. The pitch. Strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Pickoff throw over to first, keeping the runner close. Trayvon Fletcher, this is his first appearance on the hill for the Mallards. The 1-0 is a ball low in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. That'll allow the runner to advance to second on the wild pitch. So now another runner in scoring position with 1 away. The 2-0. Ball in the dirt. 3-0 count now. Jimmy, 2-1 count. The 2-1. Ball in the dirt, 3-1. The 3-1. Ball outside. And Johnson will work his third walk of the day. See if he can score again. As Jacob Prizzo comes up to the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. Reached on an error by the second baseman in the second inning, and in the process drove in a run. As the first pitch to Prizzo is a ball well outside. 1-0 now. Runners on first and second, 1 away. That pitch, again, well outside, gets away from the catcher. That'll allow both runners to advance up to second and third, respectively. And now there are 2 runners in scoring position with 1 away. That pitch is popped high, foul down the left field line, out play. Two-one count now. Fletcher steals, and that ball again well outside. And he's losing the zone outside big time. And now it's a 3-1 count. The 3-1 pitch is fouled back to the backstop, and it's a 3-2 count now. Fletcher gets set, and now deals the payoff. Ball up and away, and the bases are loaded. That'll bring up Sean Stevens, who is 1 for 2 today. RBI single and then a fly out. The pitch is swung on, and that's driven out deep out into left field. And that will get out. A grand salami for Sean Stevens. And it is now an 11-1 ball game. Or, excuse me, 12-0. Grand slam for Sean Stevens. And that puts a 4th spot on the board. 12-0 for the Cadets. And they look to be on their way to potentially 10 running the Mallards in this one. That'll bring up Fox Wagner. As looks like they'll take out... Or that might have been the game. Because the Mallards look to be getting taken off the field. we'll stay on for a second just to confirm, but both teams look to be coming off the field, and it looks like the umpires are leaving. Yeah, that'll do it, as the final score here after just 3 innings is 12-0. Mallards, the Cadets 10-run their way to an early shower and an early victory here in Game 2. So once again, final score 12-0. The Cadets 10-run the Mallards in less than 3 innings. And that'll just about do it for us here at the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. So once again, final score after only 3, less than 3, is 12-0. Cadets take the second game, 10-running the Mallards. So I'm Brandon Biscobing saying so long, and you've been listening to Beach Collegiate Baseball League Baseball, only here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. So long, everyone.